You're now listening to a Press Play Network podcast.
Hey, this is Miley Flanagan. I play Naruto Uzumaki. This is a shout out to Nerd Flow Podcast. I hope you guys all listen, pay attention, and use your Rasengan. Believe it.
All right, man. This is issue 70. Please make sure you guys support the show. Facebook.com/Nerdflow Podcast, Twitter.com/Nerdflow, Instagram.com/Nerdflow Podcast. Join the community page on Facebook. I think it's like Facebook.com/groups/Nerdflow. Yeah, man.
Hashtag Young Dance Magic Mike.
This spot ain't gonna drop this Magic Mike shit. Oh, bro.
That is the theme. That's the theme.
This episode is gonna probably be hashtag Magic Mike Quinn. I'm just saying, but anyway.
There we go.
No, hell no.
Young Magic.
Look at it like this. Look at
Magic Young.
like this, John.
If you're
Magic Young. There we go.
let's do it.
There you go. There. I'm talking about Tick Know It. Tick Know It.
Look at it like this, John. You probably might have a lot of
Matter of fact, that's one of my favorite scenes. I like that movie.
See what you started.
This scene you masturbate to, huh?
Oh yeah, here we go. Yeah, get all dark and shit with it. Here we go.
I don't have any more jokes.
All right, man.
Thank God.
Shout out to all the listeners, man, on all the different platforms. Listen to us. We're available on every major podcast platform that you could possibly think of or listen to a podcast on. Shout out to all the different countries, UK, Canada, Peru. There's a bunch of different, just some off the top of my head that I kind of remember. But yeah, man, we in here once again. This is a podcast all about nerding out on all our favorite stuff in pop culture, video games, anime, comic books, all that good stuff. But yeah, man, let's see. How should we kick it off today? Let's talk about Resurrected.
It's like going on.
Let's talk about Resurrected. So, Resurrected getting rebooted. I think we mentioned this on last week's episode. And, they came out with a, screenshot of Chucky with, of course, the older animated version and the more up-to-date 3D animated version of Chucky. Which
I wish the Child's Play Chucky would kill that Chucky. That's what I wish.
Guys, that wasn't a real screenshot. There was somebody trying to start this. That was actually from a 3D artist named Gus Torres.
Oh, okay. Yeah, 'cause I've seen it. I've seen it from several people, not just within this group, some other people showed it to me.
I was saying because they had one of Tommy Pickles, and they actually said that it wasn't actually a real one. Thank God, because I would have sued these niggas for the fuck out of here with that.
Come on, if they would have went with that, it would have been a good idea, don't you think?
No,
to make it.
It looked pretty okay.
The Tommy
looks so retarded, yo.
The Tommy looked like it was actually born out of a hippo. I don't know what it was. That was not a baby.
I was okay with the CGI, even though it looked kind of weird. But that just leaves it like if you seen the screenshot of the new Ninja Turtle series they got coming out, and Eddie, and the way they doing Thundercats, it seems like everybody going to that lazy art style, and that's what scared me about what Rugrats might look like.
It will.
Yeah, because Nick is probably thinking that, because old Resurrected does very well. And we could come back out with it, and if it failed, they're going to be scratching their heads like, what we do wrong? I thought people like Resurrected. We don't like the art style. Just make it like it is, like a normal animated style. Just make this shit HD. Be done with it.
Look, they really don't have a choice but to go back to that art style. They've done it for years, and it's some of the same animators who brought you like Rocket Power, As Told by Ginger. They're all within that same group of animators.
Yeah, and then even when they came out with All Growed Up was still in the original Rugrats art style. So don't try to fix what ain't broke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. All right.
I'm having some like different views.
Go ahead.
Because they're trying to bring in a different generation, and they ain't gonna pull it with what we're used to. They got to pull it with what they're used to. Mm-hmm. So I think if it's more digital, more graphical, just like with games,
let's do it like Jimmy Neutron then.
That's probably what we're gonna end up getting.
Yep. Because it's not going to be, I already know it's not going to be the same old concept that we're used to. You got to spruce it up for the kids just to reel them in.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. And speaking of other reboots, guys, have you seen the picture going around for the Kim Possible movie?
Nope. No. Seen it.
No, well, put that in the chat right quick.
Okay.
Yeah.
They kind of released pictures of the cast members, like Sadie Stanley, who's supposed to be reprising the role of Kim Possible, or being the new role as Kim Possible. They did the art style. They did like a concept things where they drew like the new generation right beside the old generation. And a lot of people are putting in their 2 cents, saying like how old Kim Possible showed her belly and started wearing cargo shorts. It's asking for too much, because remember, she was 14 years old in the cartoon, and that's kind of like not what you really need to be seeing on a 14-year-old. Like, it worked for the cartoon back then, but not for this generation today. So what do you guys think?
She was 14? I thought she was like 16.
I thought she was like 16 too.
Yeah, I think she was more like 16, because that was like a high school.
Yeah, it was a high school, and
no, she couldn't have been 14.
Not with no crop top.
Not with no crop top, no cargos, and kissing no boys at no 14. Because her and Ron started dating, like later though. Not that I was a fan, not that I know all this, but yeah. No, I don't
I'm about to say, Joe, dude, he doesn't know a lot of information.
Like you said, I'm just saying, there's a lot of people out there asking for too much revealing stuff.
And Raven Simone was the best friend, and Taj Mowry was like the geek guy.
Yeah,
but see, that's
right.
That's the thing about doing remakes from like our childhood. Like, when they did remakes of like Scooby-Doo and stuff like that, they didn't change, like, from our parents' childhood to our childhood. They didn't change stuff like the Flintstones. They didn't change it to a drastic point where you could barely recognize the characters. Like, we watched the same Scooby-Doo, even when they came out with new Scooby-Doo shows and movies, it was pretty much the same characters. They probably changed the clothes, gave them more up-to-date clothes, but it was the same characters.
I agree, because you know what, you look totally different than you're not the same characters you were back then, and I was still like, so you know what I'm saying? I agree. You're right. Characters change, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause, you know.
That's very true about about the whole Scooby-Doo thing. It's like with Scooby-Doo, like, they were subliminally pointing out the fact that they smoke weed, and they had the munchies all the damn time.
Yes,
and they pretty much changed like the stuff we caught on too. You can see the subtle changes they made. And like the Looney Tunes, they cut out all the violence in the Looney Tunes. Like, not all of it, but like when they did like Tiny Toons, Animaniacs and stuff like that, it still was reminiscent of where those cartoons had came from. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
But like the way they try to do when they remake stuff, it's just like, it's lazy. And it's like, if you're not gonna put the effort into putting it into an art style that we used to seeing these characters in, then, because, you know, even though you're trying to get the kids, the parents are the one that gonna bring the kids into the fold.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, nobody in their right mind would ever want anybody to see that garbage that they call Thundercats now. Like, come on.
Like,
no.
I'm coming for you.
Like, they basically made Thundercats, a Teen Titans.
like Thundercats, the Thundercats that came out in the early 2000s. Like my stepdad liked that show, and he was just like, I can watch this. He liked the Masters of the Universe that had came out in the early 2000s. He was like, I can get into this because it was reminiscent of the old show. Even though in the new Masters of the Universe that they came out with in the early 2000s, they went on and made Adam a teenager, and he transformed into He-Man, which looked like an adult. But like, it made more sense to do it that way. Because,
and they kept true to the art style.
Yeah, they kept true to the art style. And then when the new one came out, like when the original Masters of the Universe came out, it didn't give you too much of a backstory about He-Man. When the new one came out in the early 2000s, you got the backstories of He-Man. You found out all types of stuff that you didn't even know, which brought you more into the story. It's just too bad it got canceled.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah, also with the, back on the Kim Possible, I saw him looking at the costume now. I mean,
yeah,
it's fine. I mean, you covered up her stomach to show her ankles, and you gave the shirt a little bitty hole, near her neck. It's like a black turtleneck. I was like, okay, I guess.
Yeah.
That's.
Yeah, you know what I found out too?
A little bit of something
yeah, that's true. But you know what I found out too? I guess it's a little tidbit. Maybe they'll keep it, maybe they won't. But I guess maybe they fall in the steps of what Last of Us, I guess, with the whole, the lesbian thing going on. So apparently she might have a girlfriend in this one too. So we'll see if that sticks or not. So I don't know. Maybe that's a thing that's going on right now, which, man, I'm cool with it. But I don't. I think that's a fine line treading, in my opinion. But that just needs to be the black African Americans.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Well, it's not the first time. They have this other show that they are open with, but that's where the world is going.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like the thing right now. I ain't gonna lie. Last of Us was a little aggressive with theirs. They was like, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I mean, I'm cool with the game, but they were pretty like in your face with theirs. So they were like, well, here we'll give you everything except nipples. I'm like, oh shit, it's pretty aggressive. That was a pretty intense little kiss scene.
The slip of the nip. Anyway.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, hey.
So today, Bandai Namco dropped another, I guess you say, trailer.
Oh, my bad. I don't mean to interrupt, but I do want to take a pause, and I don't know if it's good or bad. I guess it shouldn't be a law, but congratulations to women that can breastfeed, you know what I'm saying, in public now. How about that? Let's give them a round of applause.
They passed a law for that?
Every single state breastfeed. Now you can pop your nipple out and feed your baby whenever you want, which how is that a law? You know what I'm saying? That shouldn't have to be a law. You should be able to do that anyway.
I gotta look at a pig and a cow freaking breastfeed. I could be able to look at a human being breastfeed.
Exactly. Exactly. A cow has 16 nipples showing all exposed one time. And nobody said shit about that. But you let a woman pop out a nipple, oh my God. You know what I'm saying? So congratulations to all the women that can pop out a nipple and feed their kids in public. You know what I'm saying?
We already know how that went with Janet Jackson, so we have to get a law to get it passed.
Get a law to pass. That's crazy, but let's go.
All right, Bandai Namco dropped a trailer or a teaser or whatever for some new characters for Jump Force. So they who they reveal? Because I'm not too familiar with. I know it's Bleach characters. Who was the character they showed in the trailer?
Rukia Kushki.
Yep, they're gonna have niggas putting a strike on this game if they don't release the right character at the right time. They're like, yo, where the fuck is so-and-so? Where the fuck is so-and-so? I swear to God, look, you can tell by the trailers. And Young, what I'm talking about? You just see
I gotta get Jump Force.
Yeah, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it because I would probably cut my arm off if I didn't get it. Because, you know what I'm saying? So I kind of gotta get it, but I'm still talking shit as it comes out. So
here's what they gotta do, though. Here's what they gotta do, though, with Jump Force. Don't give us a little ass roster.
Yeah. That's exactly what's going to happen. We actually going to have to buy like the rest of the 27.
They already
got
transactions now. So
they're already that's already in the works for them. They're already going to do that. So that's what I'm still going to get it because but
that's what's going to bankroll the hell out of our ass for the next 3 years on the game.
Yeah, and that's what they need.
I'm cool with that because they make some dope games. I'm cool with them taking my money. Take my money. If you make some dope games, I got a problem with this. So, but they need it, in my opinion. So I mean, I scale it up for them.
They sure do.
But like, look at Dragon Ball Fighter Z. Why with this next character DLC, are you gonna give us base form Vegeta and base form Goku? We already got two forms of Goku and Vegeta, and I'm like a huge Goku fan, but I don't need 17 Gokus.
I was about to say I don't need 27 versions of Goku.
Thank you.
Like, it's so many other characters you could have put in there. You could have went on and put like did like Kaba, and you could have put Kel and Khalifa in there. You could have put Jiren in there. You could have put like all them, but a base form Vegeta and Goku, which the base form Goku can't do nothing but Kaioken.
They should have put your base form X in that motherfucker. It should have been dope. You know what I'm saying? With her heel kick, that'd been dope ass move. So I think she should be in that game.
And like, you ain't even got Goten and Trunks in there. Like, you ain't even got Goten and Trunks. You just got Gotenks. So you could have just put Goten and Trunks. And like,
in base form or Super Saiyan or something.
Like you could have you could have added Nail in there, or Pycon. Even though I know Pycon is not considered canon, but hell, you could have added Pycon. You can put Bardock in there. He ain't we got
canon. We got Broly in the doggone game, so you might as well be able to add Pycon.
Broly crazy how we don't reach.
That's the same, bro.
It's crazy how we don't reach that pinnacle of games.
That's the one from the movie though. That's in the game.
Yeah, that's the non-canon.
Yeah, that's the non-canon. So Pycon could be in there.
Yeah, and hell,
it's crazy how we don't reach the pinnacle of gaming to where we had to buy our characters. Like, since we ain't gonna buy characters. So now,
I'm used with the era we grew up in. It was you unlock your characters.
Yeah, you unlock them exactly. If you beat the game 57 times, you unlock all characters.
More importantly, it's like those the days of growing up. It's like we can just go online and you'll try to look up cheat codes and whatnot to get these characters some way. But then on top of that, nowadays games will tell you what the secret stuff is. So, I sort of miss them days more than anything. That's just me speaking.
Yeah.
Well, we y'all a little younger than us. We came from the game where we come from the era where you used to have to go to the grocery store, look in the code book.
By the damn comic book, the book can't fucking get a game.
Oh no!
Hey, that shit. Oh shit! Oh, the songs are like crazy right there. I remember that shit. I used to go to Kroger. And, what was it actually? Now, what was that? Sack and Save. Sack and Save. Go to damn.
Sitting bookland for about 2 hours trying to write down cheat codes.
Hell yeah, man! I've been going to my grandma like, hey, take your time, grandma, take your time. I'm just saying because I'm getting these cheat codes real quick. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go home and beat everything.
Hey, what was the name? What was the name of the bookstore in the mall?
Bookland.
Was it called Bookland?
I think it was Bookland. I think it was Bookland.
Anyway,
my memories are fading.
Oh wow!
I spent hours at a time in Diamond Gym because it was lit as fuck. Because it used to be packed as hell all the time.
Exactly.
And KB Toy Store.
We never crossed paths.
You remember when Diamond Gyms was what Garfield's is now?
Yep,
man, Diamond Gym. So
it was in the beginning. Yep, that's true.
Yeah, because
it was bigger.
Corn Dog 7. Corn Dog 7 was where.
Right there on that corner.
I know. Exactly. It was where Diamond Gym is now.
Yeah,
man. Remember that bomb ass lemonade, y'all?
Man,
oh, we showed our age.
Anyway.
The popcorn hut was right beside it.
Damn. Oh.
The best caramel popcorn ever.
Man, what?
Oh my gosh.
Like these old ass.
It's like,
oh yeah, we showing our age for real. You used to go to the mall around about this time of year, get your school shoes, go to Athlete Foot.
Boy, you see everybody.
To get your school clothes. Come on, can I go to Diamond Gym? Running. Man.
I guess enough with the nostalgia, but that was dope, man. Yeah. Going there and getting the cheat codes, whatever. Like back in the day when getting in the books, or whatever was I would guess more of an effort and more of an achievement. You felt better when you actually got those codes and put them in at home and actually beat the game or whatever. And then now you can just go on your phone and boom, 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 you beat the game, or YouTube and figure out how to get somewhere in like 2 seconds.
Yep.
Hey, but I got one more nostalgic item to bring up. How many of y'all? Well, two. The Touch 360 controller and the Game Genie. Those
Game Genie. Fuck. I hate the Game Genie because Game Genie.
Freaking game.
Yeah, I hate the Game Genie because it made my games it made it too easy because that shit couldn't have your game doing shit you didn't know it could do. So yeah,
that's how like Game Genie on my Sega is how I got the debug code for Sonic 2. Like I already knew the Supersonic code, but
good on Game Genie.
Oh man, those were the days.
Hell yeah.
It was.
Hell yeah, those days. Let's see. All right. Naruto to Boruto, Shinobi, Shuriken Beta. Snap, that's you, man.
Yeah. It was the beta for that. It was pretty dope. It glitched every now and then, but I only played the beta that was out for Saturday. And it was pretty good. It was a whole capture the flag type of thing going on. It felt like playing like regular Ninja Storm a little bit, but like I said, the whole aspect of capture the flag, get every base. You get, 3 bases, A, B, and C, and, basically just guarding them and keeping them. But other than that, it feels a lot like Xenoverse. Create your character, then you just walk around, and you can pick whichever village that you want. And also in the tutorial, you learn that, each member of your team, it's a team of 4, each of them has certain, I guess you could say, responsibilities. Like somebody's there for attack, somebody's there for healing, guarding, and whatnot. So, it puts you in the mindset of actually playing a team battle in the Naruto series. But I'll say I'll give it a try.
But, speaking of Naruto and Boruto, don't y'all know that the first 66 episodes of Boruto isn't even the main? Wasn't even. It was just a prelude to the actual anime.
I figured, considering it's dealing with the movie and whatnot, I figured it'll be something like that. So we ain't really got to the good stuff until after they finish the movie arc of Boruto.
Right. So for 66 episodes, we were watching the prelude.
Wow.
That's a hell of a prologue.
Exactly. That's a whole freaking season. No, that's 2 seasons.
Yeah, it's actually it's 2 seasons because each season is 30-some episodes.
Yep.
Man.
Yeah.
It's kind of messed up. Anyway. Mega Man X Legacy Collection 1 and 2 dropped on last Tuesday. Anybody get a chance to play it yet?
Yep. And it is amazing. Yep. Well, that's why you ain't talking. So, it is quite amazing. Anyway, it is definitely worth the pickup in the $60 because Nintendo's gonna make you pay for it anyway because they said games never go on sale. But I don't know. Of course, Mega Man 10 was in my opinion probably the best. The best Mega Man out of all of them, and it's the same as it was before. And they actually added achievements somehow to all the Mega Mans, which is pretty cool. And then of course they added challenge mode that had it to where you can now fight multiple bosses at the same time on certain Mega Mans. So it's worth the 9.5 that IGN gave it. So but yeah, it definitely worth to pick up.
So I gotta ask y'all this. Which Mega Man do y'all think is the worst Mega Man? Because I think, to me, the worst Mega Man was one that was on, I think, PlayStation 2, or was it PlayStation?
I guess the thing is, too, though, it's hard to say worst because all of them actually were good. So I guess you say the one that wasn't as good as the rest, I would probably say 5. I was
thinking it was in the X series, like the Mega Man X, somewhere in the Mega Man X series. I think that was one of the worst ones.
I would say for the excitement, it wasn't as thrilling as the other one in the X series, the rest of them, but it wasn't bad though.
I guess.
But yeah, I mean, pick it up. It's on all systems, not just for the Switch, but I mean, the just Switch version just has Mega Man Legacy Collection 1 and 2, which is like you getting like 8 Mega Man games, almost 10 Mega Man games for $50, which is dope. So,
man, could you imagine? Like as far as like going back, like they, like when you play like Mega Man 1, 2, or 3, it had the classic graphics, or did they update the classic graphics? Okay.
Well, yeah, they updated. Yeah, everything is actually remastered, and that's why I keep telling people like the Switch is. I feel like it's getting, I guess, the notoriety it should be getting, but at the same time, I feel like it's underrated as far as like graphical and proper performance. Like even Paladins, like I think next week, I guess I'll do it more in depth.
I just wish it had a better battery on it.
The battery's all right. Yeah, the battery could be better though. I mean, it's all right. If you go a couple hours, it'll start going down, whatever. But yeah, they could make it better. But I'm pretty sure like they do have. And I found out a little leak from the little insight I got. But Nintendo actually do have a new Switch version coming out. So that's going to probably come out the end of next year, which is pretty cool. They're supposed to announce it. They're supposed to announce it when the next Nintendo Direct. I guess the next Nintendo Direct they're supposed to announce it.
Well, my cousin brought some to my house the other day, and it's amazing that it's actually bigger than the Switch. But like the screen on it is like just tiny. He brought over his Game Gear, and he wanted to compare.
That's cool.
Yeah, he brought it over, and I was like, "Yo, this game was like really huge. It just had a small screen on it."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Game Gear was dope. I always wanted a Game Gear, and it was expensive too.
I never got one.
Yeah, but I didn't either.
So which one of y'all end up getting the Virtual Boy?
I didn't get that either.
I felt that was like
bro. I didn't even have a Game Boy Color. I had a Game Boy, and I played that for like. I guess that's why I got so good at puzzle games. But I played that for forever. I had to get a new Game Boy. I had a fat Game Boy too, one of the first Game Boy, not the slim version.
I had a Game Boy too. I had a Game Boy, and the only thing I had on it was Tetris and Dr. Mario.
The only thing I had was Tetris, and I was for everybody on there. I was smashed with Tetris, bro. You know what I'm saying? But so all I had was I went from Game Boy and straight to Nintendo. You know, the actual console. So and then from there, the rest of the consoles after that.
What you about to tell me, Snap? What you about to say?
I heard you pre-order that Ric Flair edition for that wrestling game, 2K19.
Oh,
yes, I did, because I started hearing some rumblings on some people that I follow, some creators that do a lot of the community stuff for creations. Said they had sold out in Australia, and I was like, "Oh, that's about to come down to the States real soon." As far as those running out, because that's what happened to me last year. So I'm like, Wingo looked it up. Looked at my employee price. I'm like, oh, this is just a no-brainer. So I just went ahead.
Let me guess. It's the Ric Flair edition. Let me guess. It's called the Woo edition.
It sure is. Of course it is.
Absolutely right.
Hey, and royalty. You know, just for you, you know what I'm saying. I don't know. You know, for me, it's a dream come true, and I know for you to be losing your shit too. But I done run across Ric Flair about 4 or 5 times because he come in our store for some reason all the time. So what I'm gonna try to do is, he said he's coming in to do autograph signing for like the Woo edition. So what I do is I have him autograph one and send to you. You know what I'm saying? I know you appreciate that.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, I'm so jealous.
Man, because I got a picture of Ric Flair. You know, when I first started working back at the location I'm at now, and I couldn't believe like that's goddamn Ric Flair in this bitch.
You know what kind of sold me on this bundle though? The replica of the Hall of Fame ring.
That I do like. That is dope.
When I saw them, they never do replicas of Hall of Fame rings, I'm like, okay, nope. I'm gonna have to get this.
Hey, how much it costs?
Like $168, shit, ain't it?
No, it's like $129.
All right. You know what? Screw it. I'm gonna go pre-order that, man. Screw it.
Actually, you know what? For $129, it worth $129. It worth that.
Because like the pre-orders, you get Rey Mysterio, you get Ronda Rousey, you get like
Rey Mysterio for me alone is enough.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep. You get like a bunch of other legends along with it, like early access, and on the deluxe and the collectors, you get to play the game like 3 or 4 days early. So
it's worth
then
it.
you get 2 pieces of the main, 2 of his roles. Then you get a Starcade 83 arena to go with his edition.
You get a lot of stuff. That's why I said this is actually worth it. And it's $129. That's actually not even. Is that with our discount? I thought discount.
No, it's like 106.
Yeah, I feel like it should be like I would say like $100 with our discount, so it's worth it.
Yeah.
I don't know what system you get it on though, man.
I got it on
my problem. I don't know what the.
Yeah, I'm definitely going PlayStation.
I don't know if I want to get it for PlayStation or Xbox. I'm saying that my Xbox got the hard drive to go with it. I ain't got a hard drive for PlayStation.
They do have the One X. Actually, does have the enhanced edition of it. So I am curious about that, but I don't have a One X. So I'm not paying $500 for a.
Like if you say pro, for 18, man, like a lot they didn't really like advertise this to the public like 2K didn't. But if you play 18 right now on a pro, it is way smoother.
Yeah.
And 8-man tags move way more fluid because on the regular 4, it kind of hiccups a little bit on 8-man tags, but on a pro, that shit moves so buttery smooth. I just got to say that because they don't really talk about it.
You're right too, because on NBA 2K18 they don't advertise it, and it's the same way. Like it's crazy better on the pro, and they don't advertise anything about it being like enhanced or anything, but it's way better in the graphics.
So I was thinking about getting the pro, trading my regular PlayStation in, and getting the pro. But I think I just might wait till the 5 come out and just trade my PlayStation in then. Yeah, because to me it really wouldn't make no sense. Say what?
You still be waiting for like a couple more years. I mean, it's not coming out like it's not right around the corner or nothing.
Yeah, it's really about probably about another 2 years before.
Yeah, about 2.5 years.
They say they're getting close to ending their life cycle, but that's come on, that's like it's still some time.
I mean, because realize you still can get a PS3.
Yeah, you still can get a PS3 in South America and a couple more places.
Yeah, so they have to end that first, and then
they still make FIFA on PS3. They still make it. Yep.
They do. So the PS5 is probably like 2.5 years away.
Yeah, I get about this. Yeah, it's about 2.5 years away. So let's see here. Iron Fist season 2. Just a tidbit information about that. Of course, we talked about the trailer last week. Iron Fist season 2 will have 10 episodes, so they're shortening it down a little bit. So maybe that'll get rid of some of the redundancy in some of the episodes that a lot of people complained about with kind of stuff that's getting drug out too long in Iron Fist. So we got reduced down to 10 episodes.
I hope he just kick a lot more ass and cut all that crying out this season.
Well, I heard and I saw in the little snippet that he has the outfit on. Well, he has the mask on. Some people say that he actually has the full Iron Fist costume on, so we'll see. Avengers 4.
That's what I was looking for.
Yeah, that's me too. Same here. When I heard that, I was like, okay, we may be getting somewhere now. If I can get the other hand to light up, we'll be in business.
Like, and the feet.
I don't even care about the feet. I just need both of the hands to be lit at the same damn time. I don't know. I can care less about the feet. The feet come season 6. I don't give a damn. Just both of the hands light up now. And don't need to charge it up either. It just when it's time to fight, that shit light up. That's how it needs to be.
Is it a bold risk that it's 10 episodes though?
No, not really. I mean, Defenders was 8.
And Luke Cage was what? 13? Yeah.
3 less episodes to drag out something. So 3 less episodes they got a right to fill in shit because like sometimes it just fill shit.
What up with Daredevil though? They bullshit with Daredevil.
I mean, Daredevil is next up after Iron Fist because Daredevil is dropping this year too. Because Iron Fist is dropping September, whatever the first Friday of September is dropping, and they say it's one more. So and Iron Fist, not Iron Fist, but Daredevil is the next one. It's probably gonna be like November, or October, probably November for Daredevil. So then we got Avengers 4. Date is being moved up to April. I don't know why they do this. They knew this shit was gonna be April.
Yeah, they knew it was going to be April.
Yeah, it was like, May 4th, 2019. No, it's going to be April 27th, 8th, something around the last Friday of April.
Wait a minute. So Ant-Man just came out. So between now, what Marvel movie come out between now and April?
Ms. Marvel,
Venom?
Captain Marvel, and it's
Captain Marvel, Venom, the Miles Morales Spider-Man into the universe.
Well, are you referring
a couple more Disney movies?
Are you referring to what's in the MCU? If you're referring to MCU, Captain Marvel.
Yeah, just Captain Marvel.
Just Captain Marvel. Feige said they're gonna after going into the new phase after Avengers 4, they're gonna reduce it down to 3 movies a year. So it's probably gonna be the same kind of cadence that they did this past year, which was like February, summertime, and then November. That's what I'm probably guessing.
Yeah.
If they're doing 3. So it's gonna be 3 movies a year going forward with everything else. So the merger is almost, I know this is not on the agenda, but I just thought about it. The merger is basically done in the US. Now they have to go over and talk to the EU, which is the European government, and the Asian government, because they have properties over there as well. Rumor has it that, everything will be a full go by the beginning of next year, as far as with characters and stuff. So we probably won't see any integration of those characters until like 2020, just because we got to flesh out all of those stuff. So they got to get all the other, because they had to go through all these different governing bodies to get it approved. Because actually Disney has to, or I think it's Fox, they have to remove some of their sports local channels, because it would be, because I think like
because it's competing with ESPN, because Disney owns ESPN.
Yeah, so they have to remove some of their local Fox affiliate stuff as part of that deal as well. But everybody was like in agreement on both sides as far as for the merger on Fox side and Disney side. So just gotta.
They can't say nothing.
Nope, they don't.
They better just get this money
and run
and make exactly. Oh wow.
Let's see. No Man's Sky. No Man's Sky next update was last week. I played it for the first time. It's a pretty good game. I mean, it's very. I know. Checkmate has played it before. Has anybody else played it before?
No, I haven't.
I'll admit it's the problem. No Man's Sky doesn't put themselves in, because the game that it is now is the game it should have been when it first came out. And so because people have that sour taste in their mouth, they can't get it out. So they still don't have the critical decision about it or critical opinions about it. So, I mean, the thing is, though, the game is dope. The game is fire as hell. The problem is people are not satisfied because they've given up on it a long time ago, because it should have been this way years ago or a year ago, whatever. So,
yeah, I feel like there was probably pressure for them to. I felt like it was one of those things where he was just like pressured to drop the game, and he did, and it wasn't.
Yeah,
really
all he had to do was wait. All I did was wait 1 year, bro, and it would have been like the way it is now. It would probably, truthfully, it probably been the best game to ever come out. I mean, because the depth of what it is, and you can limitless planets. You and your buddies can build your own base and shelter and join up and all this. I mean, it's dope, dude. It really is.
Just to give like those who never played it or been thinking about playing it, been seeing all the hype from it, because I know it's like in the top, I think it's like in the top 10 of Twitch right now, as far as one of the top games is being viewed by people on Twitch. Just imagine, man, if you was like an astronaut and you can just go to and just basically visit different planets. Everything you do, from down to your ship, your suit and everything, you have to kind of like mine resources and all of that stuff. Like, and also like Checkmate was saying, you have to like base building and all of that stuff. It's multiplayer now as well, so you can a group of four can actually go and explore planets. And I'm talking about not like our solar system, like it's like fucking endless. Like you can turn around and look at unknown name planet, and you get the planet named after you. You own that planet because you discovered it.
Yep. And now you and your buddies can build your own base and all that across the whole planet. It's bananas, man. And then different species on every planet, different animals, different everything. So it's the game it should have been when it first came out. So honestly, if you haven't picked it up, is absolutely worth picking up, because it's addicting too. The game addicting.
Yeah,
it sounds sick.
Wait.
And it's half off right now on PlayStation. It's like 65% off. So I bought it for like $26.
It's like $17. Yeah, it's like crazy discount now.
Yeah.
What you're saying is, I can take over a whole planet.
Yes, you can.
Yes, yeah. By yourself if you want to.
Planet Lavish. I like the name of it.
Well, and the planets are the planets are so huge. Like honestly, it would take you probably a few weeks on end to just explore the entire planet because they actually make these like real size planets.
Yeah, it took me like 2 days to get off this one planet because I had to get resources to freaking repair my ship so I can actually leave this mug because my ship got damaged.
Yeah. So it's the game is and it's super. Basically, if you're in a survivable situation in space and you land on a planet, that is exactly how it is. And because you have to find resources to build your ship, fix it up, find certain resources to go to far galaxies so you can warp drive and all. I mean, it's incredible. It's deep, very, very deep.
Snap! You can run out of gas in space, dog.
You can run out of space. You can run out of gas. It's crazy.
Yeah, your ship can run out of gas, and you have to freaking mine meteorites in space to get more gas to put in your spaceship to go to it. And it will tell you like it's this far away and you go into hyperdrive and it tells you in whatever measurement units that this game has that this is how far away you are from the planet, this is how much gas you got, so you may want to get gas before you get to this planet. It's the same.
And the advantage is too now, when I played when it first came out, you only had about maybe, I don't know, 8-10 different ships maybe. Now you have about 60, 100, 200 different ships you can have and build and make your own and customize it how you want and go wherever you want. So, I mean, it's the game it should have been. And if you haven't played it, you'll play it and I guarantee you'll get addicted to it.
Yep.
Planet Lavish. Planet Lavish. That planet is going to be so lavish. It's going to be ridiculous. That's going to be a gold planet.
Oh, and what I do like to add the fact that you actually can shoot each other and kill each other on there too. So other players can actually
they can be backstabbing in No Man's Sky.
Yeah, and backstab you. So the next 1 minute they can be building a shelter with you. Next minute they can murder you. So.
All right, we got Guardians of the Galaxy addressed the James Gunn situation. So what's up with this, James? What's the update on James Gunn's putting his foot in his mouth on Twitter?
He's still fired.
Well, that settles it. Next topic.
And moving on.
Hold on, what did it say? I want to know what
it was. A long, drawn out letter saying they support James Gunn, even though they don't support the tweets that he put out. But the Guardians of the Galaxy is his vision and stuff like that, and they want him back as director and all that stuff.
And that he showed respect and love and qualities on the set.
In the end, he's fired.
he got hit with that Agent Orange.
But at the end of the day, he's still fired.
He's still fired.
Man.
I don't know how they saying fired. But
they make it a bitch man. Fired. You're fired.
What up with Power
Hey, we ain't even talking about Power Rangers.
Here come the salt.
Oh man, he want to leak Power Rangers. Hey, I'm here for it though. Let's go. What's up? I'm here for it. Wait, let's do it. What you got on it?
What's it be?
I just want, I'm glad I don't even know what channel Nickelodeon is no more, so I won't even be tempted to try to see this old nigga in action.
For those of you who don't know who he's talking about, he's not talking about Walter. He's talking about the very well-known Power Ranger on the show. He's coming back again.
He's gonna be 70 years old, throwing out hips and throwing his back out, trying to morph.
My boy, he still got it. Tyler can come on the Power Rangers at age 100 and still put him through.
You're never too old to be a Power Ranger. They ain't like Zordon. I'm like, hey man, my age range is like from like 15 to 19, cuz so you can't really be one unless you want to say right in that range. So honestly, ain't no age range. It's just Ranger, you're a Ranger.
Like they bring it back.
Exactly.
Kat, like why would you bring it back? Like you bring back Kat, Tommy, and I forgot the other dude name. He was one of the Rescue Rangers or
West.
I thought they bring Tommy back.
I think
He gonna be in a new movie, so that's the only reason they're showing Tommy.
So let me get this straight. So if hypothetically, Young, they brought back Jason,
I wouldn't like it because
you be throwing a Red Ranger parade right now.
I know he would. All on that TV.
The last time I saw Jason, and I was like, yo, my boy is in action because he kicked a whole lot of ass, was in Forever Red. That was it.
That nigga was overrated as fuck. Nigga, that's what he was. I'm glad Tommy came along and showed that nigga what the real G was and this fuck nigga know how about
Such blasphemy.
Man, he's a blasphemer.
Tommy run his cuss.
101, Jason kicked Tommy ass.
Yeah, when he was under so-called I guess a spell, whatever, and it wasn't like when he was authentic himself. It was just when he was under spell. So that was a spell Tommy. That wasn't a real Tommy. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not trying to hear that, cuz.
Man, go check. I speak back. Y'all be on that bullshit.
I don't know what's up to in his Red Ranger T-Rex.
It is okay, man.
By that White Ranger, cuz, you know what I'm saying? White tiger.
The Red Ranger.
Look, this dude had a white tiger and a dragon.
I wouldn't give a fuck if he had a zebra.
Had a T-Rex that could not even probably whoop his white tiger. The white tiger was pretty big.
He had a T-Rex. He had a T-Rex and a dragon, and he had a pyramid.
Technically, that dragon wasn't really his. You know what I'm saying? So
it was his, and because they were fucking with the money, he left the show.
Hey, they was like, hey, make me as ill as him, or I'm leaving. That's all that happened.
They were like, no.
They're like, no.
They were messing with the money. That's why T boyfriend left.
Bruh, hey, to this day, Young, you in your dreams, you'll hear Green Ranger flute in your mind. I know you hear you know it. I don't even know how to go no more, but you know it was pretty dope.
There you go.
Here we go.
Yeah, oh, suck, man.
Hey, everybody was a Green Ranger. You know what I'm saying? And then a White Ranger came
on the Red Ranger side. That's all it is. It's all right.
I need a drink.
Hey,
need a hug, man? Need a hug?
I can't even escape the Green Ranger even when I'm chilling with my cousin, cause he got a damn Green Ranger on his keychain. Like why the hell? Why?
Hey, it's surprising how everything green. I just so happen to like Green Ranger. Money is green. Let's see, weed is green. Let's see, like go fishing and the green. So
like when they had to one up the Red Ranger, because even in the power rankings, Saban said when they had Saban rank the Rangers, he had to rank the original Red Ranger, Jason. He said Jason as the most powerful and able Ranger next to the White Ranger.
You know why?
He said the only reason why is because they had to one up Jason.
Do you know why? I would tell you why. You know why?
One up Jason.
Do you know why, dude? Because you know Red Ranger was his first Ranger that he made. It was the first one, so of course he loved and attached to this guy. So yes, from like the Superman overrated it shouldn't be ever a superhero because of how you give him all the powers. How you give him all the powers? That make no sense. So it's a different story. So you know, but no. So Red Ranger was his first one that he made and created. So yeah, that's true. But that don't mean Tommy won out there whooping that ass. You know what I'm saying? I mean.
Jason kicked Tommy ass a whole lot of
Age
time.
of Ultron is in 4K?
I don't know if it's a whole lot of time. What you talking about? Like, are you talking about like Zeo or something like that? Because Zeo don't even count either. Because that's when I think Tommy was possessed or something. What was that? I don't know. With the Ninja Store. I don't know which one. Power Ranger Ninja. That was dope too. I don't know. I mean, Jason was in that one. Actually, Tommy and Jason was in that one. That was pretty dope.
I don't think Jason been in that since Forever Red.
Hey, checkmate.
I can really use that drink.
Checkmate.
No. Please don't drink no more. Don't drink nothing else. Don't drink nothing else.
This went left.
Exactly.
I know. Hey man, no more. Hey, cut them off, bartender. Cut them off.
Don't, please, Lord, no, please, no.
Yeah,
that was a bad. That was a bad weekend. No.
Whoa.
We're not talking about that. I was thinking like a swig of water or a butterbeer. Come on now.
Nah.
There we go. Oh, see, this man trying to have a civilized drink.
No. Don't let that man lie. Don't let him lie to you.
He is deny him every piece of liquor. No, let him dehydrate, cause we'll find out later.
You know what? Y'all give him his quote unquote drink, and y'all deal with him. That's all y'all. I'm retired.
I don't think a man should dehydrate. I'm cool with everything. You know what I'm saying? I volunteer to play this man's drink if I got to.
I don't know where the conversation's going right now. What the hell?
I know.
Give me water. Give me water.
No, like Norris, but I don't know.
All right, y'all. Next topic. 10 years since The Dark Knight Rises. We can't talk about it because somebody who got on my case about watching it ain't watched the second episode.
Hey, actually, first and foremost, I do apologize. I apologize, and I do think you can go ahead and foretold to go ahead with episode 2 of Attack on Titan season 3. Go ahead, young man.
Basically, Attack on Titan season 2 kicked off.
I'm going to mute shit because I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it because it's going to ruin it for me.
I ain't even going to go into detail. Basically, right now, the main thing we looking at is this fight between Levi and Kenny. Like, if you've been keeping up with Attack on Titan, Levi has shown he can be tough, but we ain't never seen Levi this tough.
Levi's that nigga. And unfortunately, we the only two that can attest to the greatness of Levi. So unless you, and I do highly recommend, even if you don't watch Attack on Titan season 1, jump in even on season 2, and you'll still understand the fact of how ill Levi is in this.
I don't like the character development of Eren, though. I really don't.
Actually, let me rewind for a second. Let me go back to Levi for a second, for like 2 seconds. First of all, the dude named Levi. Every pair of Levi jeans I've had was like tough, rugged, lasted. So, I mean, that should attest along how tough this dude is. The nigga name is Levi. Levi jeans, Levi. All right, go ahead.
But like I said, I don't like it feel like for Eren to be pretty much the catalyst in the show. Like
He's so whiny.
Yeah. That's the thing about it. He like when we gonna see Eren come into his own, like out in the Titan form and outside of the Titan form. Like season 2, we saw him get into the metal, the Titan. I forgot the name of the Titan form he took. The one they trying to get him to take now. But like when he gonna be like just down for whatever?
Ain't gonna lie, I don't understand how in season 3 and he still can't control how he turned to a Titan. I'm like, that's the only.
I don't get it either.
That's the only thing I'm like, kind of got an issue. Like, bro, it's season 3. Like, unless y'all planning on dragging it on for like 7 seasons, I don't see how this dude in season 3 and he barely can figure out how to turn into a Titan whenever he want without biting his goddamn self.
I mean, basically every time he changed, he got to bite his thumb. Like he shouldn't have no thumb left.
Yeah, well, he heals when he's a Titan, so
Oh yeah, that's right.
That's right. You know what I'm saying? So, but I don't understand how, in my opinion, it would be a lot more on point and lit if he can be able to. I can already tell it'd definitely be like season 4 or 5 because they haven't still explained Gorilla Titan ass nigga yet. So,
right, and he's steady getting Eren steady getting kidnapped and my nigga, you can't even hold up for yourself.
Bro, anyway, so I'm confused, but it's good confused. It's almost like watching Lost. It's like, it's so amazing, but it's like, I don't know what's going on, but it's so dope. So it's like that. So, hopefully the next few episodes, it'll get back to season 2.
I don't like when the main character, I don't like when the main character of the show always got to be rescued or...
Well, him and the chick Historia. So him
and Historia.
So clearly she apparently is super relevant. So I guess we'll find out what's going on with her.
She relevant. Yeah, they you'll see in episode 2 how relevant she finna be. But
I learned I saw in season 2, but so it's we'll see. I guess what's really going on with her and Aaron apparently super important. So I can clearly tell it's going to be season 4 or maybe 5 of this shit. If it is,
my theory about Aaron is he hold the key to where the original Titans came from.
Yeah, because his dad made him. Like I'm pretty sure, and it ain't said yet, but I'm pretty sure his dad made him a Titan. Like I'm pretty sure that is the Titan shit, whatever inside of him, and Aaron just don't remember. But there's a lot of questions. Hopefully, we get a lot of answers. But it's anime as usual, so we probably won't get any answers. And so,
yeah, pretty much. I think that's it for anime.
This is like a side question because I'm actually looking at movies and stuff like that as we're recording. Is Rogue Nation the new Mission Impossible?
Yeah.
Rogue Nation.
Mm-hmm. Is it called Rogue Nation?
No, Fallout.
Fallout. Okay.
Fallout. Yeah, Rogue Nation was way before that. It was Ghost Protocol and all. I know Fallout is insane.
So, just want to say this real quick for those who 4K lovers and stuff like that.
Yeah, I gotta go see it.
Avengers and Age of Ultron are now in 4K. Just FYI, just saw that just now. I'm gonna buy that.
Actually,
as soon as we get off here.
Tink, actually, speaking of movies, Tink, how was Teen Titans Go before I go see it tomorrow?
Oh yeah.
It was really awesome.
There we go. I figured Teen Titans, of course it was.
Exactly. And make sure you stay after the credits, of course.
All right, cool. So I'll be taking the little one to go see that tomorrow. I know you have already seen it, so I want to make sure before I spend my whole $5 on it that it was because on Tuesday this movie's on
actually
$5
everything that Teen Titans is.
Hell yeah, because the cartoon had me cracking.
$5 every day here.
Damn.
Every day before 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, okay, that's how it is at this one. Yeah.
Day.
Shut your mouth.
All right. Top 5. So I saw this article. I think it was on M4G. I wanted to pose this question to the gamers on Nerdflow. Top 5 PS IPs that should be resurrected for PS4. This is meaning games that were of the past that we no longer see that you think should be resurrected and put on PS4. Top 5.
Easy. Number one is Half-Life.
Yeah, that's highly requested.
You guys have not played Half-Life, but if you play Half-Life, absolutely should be. Oh my God, it would shut shit down if Half-Life came out for PS4.
Well, number 2 should be Parasite Eve 2.
Man,
I can live without that one. I'm gonna go with Legend of Dragoon.
If I had to pick, I don't know, but like I was so heavy on those like skateboard games, but I love them 2 extreme, 3 extreme type of games.
Oh yeah.
I used to love knocking people off their bikes and stuff. So
yeah, so that was actually dope.
For all of that. Legacy of Kain.
Yes.
Yup.
Yeah.
Oh man. Actually, you're right. All right, that's number 1. My bad. The Half-Life number 2 did fucking shit, but Legacy of Kain. Oh yeah. And then actually, you know what? I mean, Young and I, we actually talked about this a couple weeks ago, and that's Prince of Persia. Prince of Persia should have been
Prince of Persia should have been back.
Remastered,
right
done, ultra done, ultra HD, 4K, HDR, or whatever done. It should have been out again on PS4. And it's crazy that it hasn't.
Yeah, it's very true. It's crazy that
it's crazy. Like you were making.
If they dropped the.
You mean to tell me you was able to remake a PS2 game Spyro before that damn Prince of Persia? I'm cool with Spyro, don't get me wrong, but it shouldn't have been before Prince of Persia.
I would like to see I know it's go. I know it came out like a couple of them, but I like to see Splinter Cell redone too, like the original.
I was just thinking that. Yeah, Siphon Filter.
Ooh, Loyalty. I remember watching you play. I think it was it. Which one I watched you play? I think it was Siphon Filter. I think I watched you play.
Yeah, Siphon Filter. SOCOM would be so perfect right now.
Oh man, I'm amazed at SOCOM.
SOCOM will work for us because we game online. We have our headsets on.
Hey,
that would be like the perfect game.
You know what? And the thing is, it's actually Sony who actually made, I think, SOCOM. So I'm actually going to try to see if I can email them, blast email them, like, yo, this is the perfect time for y'all to re-release SOCOM, because considering all the bullshit battle royale, every single game you seem to have, SOCOM would take off and people would gravitate more to that. And that's why Rainbow Six, which is actually a sleeper hit. And people don't understand.
That would be straight competitive for Rainbow Six if they. I know the studio Six is closed down, but they could. I mean, I'm pretty sure they can resurrect the team to. Sony helped them produce it. So Sony's behind it, so they can easily find another. I guess what they need, another studio developer, and that's it. But I guess that's like,
another game, y'all. Soul Reaver.
Yes.
Soul Reaver. Bring back Soul Reaver was so tough.
Isn't that Legacy game?
It's in the same universe.
It's in the same universe. Like the first one was called Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver. Then Soul Reaver 2 came out. Soul Reaver is just in the same universe as Legacy of Kain.
Well, one thing they did already announce, which I only have to really, I guess it's not on the list, but Resident Evil 2, I'm glad they're redoing that. So they're like a total remake, which is, I guess a lot of people going crazy about that, and I'm excited about that. So
I don't know if anybody played these games, but Gex, Enter the Gecko, and all that stuff. I played.
Oh yeah,
we played.
Just get somebody more raunchier, I guess, to play Gex.
Yeah, I would definitely say that. Let's see what else, man. Man, there was another game I was thinking of.
Well, what 5 games from Nintendo 64 you think should be remade?
Mario 64, Mario 64, Mario 64, Mario 64, Mario 64.
007.
That's about, and 007. That's about it. That's about it.
The thing is, Nintendo can't even be putting that. Nintendo can't even be putting that same argument, because you know why? They always remaster their own damn games constantly.
Yeah, they really do.
There's like the one company that you just don't like. They always redoing Mario.
Bro.
They always redoing.
Yep. So, hey, I'll admit, I have no idea. And you have to, and I think people haven't stood back and look at it yet, but look at how many times they have redone Mario, bro, and every single Mario is really good. So it's,
I don't like Mario Odyssey. I really don't. Like, I can go play Mario 64. I can go play Mario 64 right now, no problem. Or Mario 1, and we don't even speak about Mario 2.
I got one for you.
Mario,
I got one for you when you get done. I got a good one.
I can play the original Mario, Mario 3, Super Mario and Super, and Mario 64. Those are the best 4 Mario games ever made.
I'm about to say Super Mario World 2 is easily the best Mario I ever played. Okay. Even though they've done, like I said, they've done 97
I think the
Mario.
best one is Mario World 3. I think the one where
speaking of while we on this, thank you, Young, for bringing it up. How about they ban ROMs?
They did. They found out ROM companies now.
That is insane.
I'm glad I got all my emulators and stuff on
I got the ones. I got the ones I wanted.
Off my burned CD, bruh.
I was like, anybody trying to get them now? You are actually supporting that.
And it's hard to get mutant games now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, actually, yeah. Well, I mean, you still can make your own. Just do the coding, so you still can make your own.
Yeah, you can still make your own, but it's like finding the package with it all already there is hard to do now.
Actually, you know what? Yeah, the system file that you need, you can't do that. I think that was a pretty.
I don't think we would have made it through high school without emulators and ROMs.
Bruh, talking about in our free time, we go back on computers and went in on music. We went in.
So the title I got.
You know what? That's how we got introduced to Grand Theft Auto too.
We played that
Driver on the computer.
Grand Theft Auto.
The Driver. Oh man.
Yeah, playing Driver on the computer.
I mean, you had everybody playing Driver. You got females, everybody playing. Well, women like driving games anyway. But so we had everybody playing Driver.
I got another one that needs to be resurrected. Tenchu. It's another good one.
Oh,
PS1. Yup.
Yeah.
No, actually, big announcement. Big announcement. They got Shenmue 1 and 2 coming out for PS4 in 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
Yep. They freaking
that is amazing.
They freaking GoFundMe that game for like 2 years just to get the game made.
And I contributed to that shit. I'm like, yo, hell yeah. I said, yep. And I'm going to buy the. Oh my god, you guys don't understand how good that game is. Oh man.
Hey, checkmate. What was the name of that game? That computer game that was kind of like Mega Man. We used to play in Coach Blunt class at Solomon.
Damn, now you're going throwback now. You know, that's about 300 blunts ago. Let's see. I have no idea.
Yeah, we actually had a teacher at Solomon that looked like Stone Cold Steve Austin with hair. And his name was Coach Blunt. His name was Coach Blunt.
Coach Blunt, nigga. That shit was crazy.
Like, we did no work in his
cool
class.
As hell, or he yelled at you, one or two.
Yeah, I was cool. I was cool either way, because either way, we was doing no work. I feel like, you know what? Honestly, I didn't learn shit in junior high. I don't understand how I had such good grades in high school, but in junior high, I don't think I learned nothing, because I don't know. None of my teachers taught us shit. None of our teachers taught us nothing, and y'all know that shit.
I actually had real teachers.
No, actually, yeah, you did, actually.
I took challenge classes.
You somehow had actual real teachers. My teacher didn't teach us shit. So
like,
I was like,
if you took Miss Williams at Solomon, you did work.
Yep. You have worked. You worked before the bell, and when the bell was not ringing, when it was after ringing, you were doing it. So
I took Reverend Hall, Mr. Ortiz, Mr. Courtney.
You somehow had all the hard teachers. I'm like, cool. So I'm just gonna
challenge classes, man. Challenge classes.
Yeah, well, I took those in high school, and
I was mad. Like, when I first got to 7th grade, they had me in my street class, which was remedial math. I was like, bro, y'all had me so bumped up. I instantly went and me and my mama came back up there.
She could have been an ex-SWAT. She was in the street. Oh man. Anyway, moving on.
All right. So I don't know the exact date, but this month or
She went to Solomon with us, and she just quiet.
She was quiet as hell. She was just a silent assassin. That's all she was.
I was quiet.
Yeah, I know. We know. You was quiet as hell. I'm like, does she breathe? I don't know.
I'm the only one that went to Coleman. All the fights.
I didn't.
Coleman in the house.
All the fights.
He stayed down the street from Solomon, and he went to Coleman.
Damn.
All the fights. No, I wasn't staying over there then. I was staying. No, I was staying.
Actually, no, he wasn't. No, he wasn't. Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was in the fucking hood like I was.
I was in the hood then. Like, no.
Yeah, you wasn't. You was in like the hood suburbs.
Yeah,
exactly.
you
was in the hood suburbs. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you was
talking about Checkmate was in the hood suburbs. I was actually in the hood.
Yeah. Hey, he was in the upscale hood. I mean, you was in the hood, like legit fucking vegetable big city nigga. It was shit.
That's why you walk outside, you see folks gambling, selling dope, drinking.
We was knee deep in it. Damn that.
Like, I had to say, I'm for the streets, my nigga.
Hell yeah. And I tell people from the phone, like, I said, nigga, I am really from the hood. Look, you understand this? My neighborhood sounds like nothing but violence came from. It's called Soybean City. That like nothing good can go from there. It's like somebody was just so lazy. They were so lazy. Like, what we gonna name it? I don't give a fuck. Shit, Soybean City. How about that? There we go. And that's what it is. But I'm proud of it.
All right. Dark Knight Rises 10-year anniversary. It's crazy. It's been 10 years since Dark Knight Rises came out. What are some of the things that make this movie so great? Because like it still stands the test of time. It's probably one of
his voice.
If it wasn't for goddamn Joker, this shit would have not been as good. I'm just gonna say it, and I think there's quite a few.
Heath Ledger made this movie.
He easily. If it wasn't for this dude, bro, we would not have to give a damn about Bane. You know what I'm saying? The only reason we sort of kind of cared was because, you know what, that dude Joker was kind of dope. This Bane nigga might be kind of dope. I mean, he was alright, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But he went on no Heath Ledger shit.
Man, I remember when I went to the theater to go see this stuff, man.
Man, I know. Dark Knight Rises. I was highly disappointed. I did not like it.
It was like 12, wasn't it, Briario?
Shit, it
was like 12, wasn't it?
What? Who the hell is a minor on here?
Dude, we wasn't that young.
In correction, I meant to say Dark Knight. I don't know why I said Rises. That's the second movie. Third movie. My bad.
Yeah. Rises was trash. I mean, it was.
That's what I'm saying. Like Dark Knight, y'all was like, when y'all like in y'all teens or something.
Maybe.
I mean, I was.
It's like my nigga M. Night Shyamalan, nigga. It's like, you know what I'm saying. You fucking.
He only makes Unbreakable correct.
I mean, exactly. I mean, you make one good shit every blue moon. It's like, I call you by your real name, M. Night Shyamalan, nigga. Fucking dead. Otherwise, like, oh, what the fuck was that? Nigga, just like, I'm gonna shut that. We just call you whatever the fuck we feel like calling you.
Lama ding dong.
Yeah, like fuck, like until you make a good movie, I'm gonna fuck up your name. So, you know,
consistent.
Yo, I'm over here. We talking about Dark Knight. I got the Batmobile over here from Dark Knight, man.
Actually, I know.
I can't remember how old I was.
I think he literally put his life in this movie. Like he locked himself up to actually get in the mindset of being somebody crazy.
Man,
yeah. And he paid the price for it.
It's just what happened. Exactly.
I was gonna say I'm all for, you know what I'm saying, getting to roll, but it's like, you kind of went like way
But you know what? Johnny Depp the same way. I'm surprised like Johnny Depp ain't off this self yet.
No, you know what the thing about Johnny Depp though, because Johnny Depp don't watch his movies, so I give him credit. So he don't watch any of his movies.
Like, cause you gotta think about it. Johnny Depp started off. His first movie he was ever in was Nightmare on Elm Street, and he went to play Edward Scissorhands. Like everything he's been.
Crybaby.
Yes,
Crybaby.
Which is why I think for him psychologically, not like him seeing himself in that character, like literally in that character through the actual movie, helps him not go crazy. So because like I said, Johnny Depp, he don't watch his movies. Like he'll tell you, like if he watches interviews, he don't watch any of his movies. So I feel like that's why he kind of stays sort of sane, but he's still crazy as shit just because, unfortunately, he's a white dude. But, you know, he's like white dude's crazy.
Well, they say like that Joker character. The Joker character is a very, very dark character. And they even said for Joaquin, even Joaquin had some issues in the past. But I think they were saying
that's why Jack the best. Jack
right. Well, that's why they said that they're gonna have psychiatrists on hand for this, because actually, and this hasn't been mentioned, but I've actually heard this on several occasions. There are gonna be 2 Joker solo movies. They're gonna be the Joaquin Phoenix, and there's also gonna be the Jared Leto. So I don't know, don't know what they're doing, but that's what they said.
I know a lot of people tell me I'm wrong. But to me, the first Michael Keaton Batman movie is the best Batman movie simply because it has the best one-liners that stand the test of times.
I mean, it is.
I'm Batman.
I mean, it is. No, that wasn't the first one.
No, that wasn't the first one.
What?
Like Christian Bale just screwed up all the Batman.
I don't need hot breath from the thing, man.
Like, why he throwing him around the interrogation room? Where is it?
Where is it? Swear to me.
Like, I don't understand, Jam, bro. What you ask me? Where is it, Adrian? Like, I don't know, Rocky.
Stop.
Like Tink had made a quote from the original Batman movie. Have you ever danced with the devil in the pale moonlight? Then when Batman get in the Batwing and Joker sees it, where does he get all those wonderful toys? The long pistol he pull out his drawers.
Adam Walker funny.
That
Like he was so like to me. Funny. And the thing was, Jack is not a comedian.
He's not.
But he played that role, and he gave you the Joker you used to that was sadistic, but had the gags to go along with it.
You know what I don't understand? Actually, I do understand. They never got anybody else to play the Riddler other than Jim Carrey because they're like, all right, cool. So we can't get nobody better than him. So we ain't just gonna make this nigga up. We ain't gonna make this nigga up.
I think
Jim Carrey did a dope ass role at Jim Carrey. Was it Batman and Robin? I think I love those Batmans. Is that the Mike Keaton one you're talking about?
No,
that was Batman Forever.
Hey, my bad. That's Val Kilmer. My bad. But hey, I know I got y'all opinion, but I kind of like those movies. I'm just saying.
I hated Batman and Robin.
I loved it.
I love
the movie. I remember going on Napster and downloading the goddamn soundtrack.
I don't like Tommy Lee Jones as Two-Face.
I did not like that at all.
I like Jim Carrey as the Riddler. But what's his name? What's dude's name? Doogie Howser. He can play I feel like he can play the Riddler.
Oh yeah.
Actually, yeah, he could.
Okay.
He could.
Okay, Neil Patrick Harris.
Yeah, Neil Patrick Harris. That's my dude.
Oh, I feel like the dude that plays Sheldon could play the Riddler. He quirky too.
He got the bill for it. He's skinny and stuff.
He got the bill for it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I didn't like the Scarecrow in the first in the Dark Knight. I didn't like Scarecrow in it. Like I felt like Scarecrow.
I hate how they have Scarecrow like a little. You know what I'm saying? Actually, fuck it. I hate how they have Scarecrow like a little bitch. I don't know why. Because Scarecrow is legit he'll G. Like he'll G. You know what I'm saying? So especially if you watch the cartoon. My
favorite episode from there. Remember, he was just in there rocking chair up in the asylum, just rocking on. It scared me when I was little.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Scarecrow just scared the shit out of me. Oh, they got Avengers Infinity War on. Oh my bad. I'm about to download it right now. Anyway,
okay, getting distracted.
No, it ain't gonna lie. It's an app. It's this website I go to that I get movies from, and they just added Avengers Infinity War. I'm about to download it. I'm watching this shit tonight.
But let's see what we got before we last topic. For video games, man. Dude, I know like for us growing up with video games, we used to always have a thing like, okay, if it's an 8 or a 9, of course, 8 or better, I'm picking it up. If it's less than an 8, I ain't gonna even mess with it. Do y'all
Today's
think like
tricky? It's tricky. Go ahead. No, it's tricky nowadays.
Yeah, so it's like, do you think like the rating systems really determines if a game is really good or not, or or 7 point, or is like a 7.5 out of 10 considered bad? Or
no, go by the communities. You got to go by the communities.
Yep, exactly. So what I normally do is what I normally do is I go on Metacritic, because that's for people who actually own the game. You know what I'm saying? They actually play the game, because I can't go on IGN. I go on IGN just to read the reviews. I don't go on Game Informer, GameSpot, only because a lot of these companies, they buy certain reviews and they pay some certain companies. So companies that additional amount of money, they'll of course go ahead and review the game, but they wouldn't give it as high of a rating as it would a company that like gave them a lot of money. So if the game is okay, they probably, instead of the company that gave them a lot of money, they probably get like an 8.5. A company that don't give them a lot of money, the game is okay, they give like a 7, 6.5 or something like that. So for me, I don't go to large like websites like that. Like Metacritic, I think Metacritic is value, but that's like is I think you can really go on based upon their reviews, because it's actually people.
Yeah. And that's how they make their money. So but I'm gonna tell y'all one more game they need to bring back out.
Got some news, huh?
And it ain't old or nothing, but I would like to see the series be continued. I need another Arkham game.
Dude, okay.
Well, I talk about and actually that's funny when Roger mentioned that earlier. Like I just because I bought the Arkham series last year, because PlayStation just has dope ass deals. They just do. They have the whole Arkham collection for like $8
now. The return like $8 on PlayStation right now. $10.
Yeah, they had it on sale last year for like $8. So I'm like, for all 3, bet, and the DLC. All right, cool. So I downloaded. actually Dark Knight or the whatever.
I The sucker part is I got the hard disc copies, but like I got the PlayStation 3 versions, and I have no PlayStation 3. So,
bro,
I think the last one was
both of them right now $10. PlayStation PSN right?
It's like it's three. Wait a minute, how many? It was Arkham Asylum.
Mm-hmm. Return to Arkham
three
Asylum.
of them. Yeah.
It was Arkham and then Arkham Knight.
Yeah.
Yeah, Arkham City. The second was it was crazy. Out of all
Arkham
three movies,
City, yeah,
Arkham City. Out of all the three movies, the second one was the best, and out of all the three games, the second one was the best. Because I ain't gonna lie, Arkham City was probably the best.
I think Arkham Knight was villains though. The best villains fight because it was like villains just came out the woodwork that you didn't even.
Which one?
For
Arkham Knight.
No, Origins.
Asylum.
No, Origins, the one that came out on PS3. It was.
Oh man, yeah, Origins. Origins actually was good too. Yeah, Origins had a random.
Like 5 of them.
It was like 4. It's 4.
Well, yeah. Origins was only on PC though originally.
It was only on PC. It came to PS3, and but it wasn't considered in the same storyline. It was like it was like a one shot type thing where they put a bounty out on Batman's head on Christmas night, and he had to fight all his villains. It's not connected to the actual Arkham series, so that's probably why. Yeah.
Like whoever came up with that series,
huh?
I'm just saying, whoever came up with that series, they made their money and dipped.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, for example, for a very good example, Shadow of War, right? They got the Nemesis system, right? Me and one of my coworkers talking about this. If they came out with a Batman game with the Nemesis system,
that would be so dope. That would be the best selling game all year.
Yes, it would.
With that fighting system, that Nemesis system that's with Shadow of Mordor and all that, like that system is the system, the hand-to-hand combat fighting system for a single-player game. Is the game that'll change that genre forever. And
imagine with his rogue gallery of villains, and you got henchmen that can move up and to get to the it's like no brainer, man. It's like freaking no brainer for that.
Yeah.
All right, man.
So whoever that gaming company needs to go get a Batman title.
For real. All right, man. We're gonna bring issue 70 to a close, man. Please make sure you guys check out the Facebook page, Twitter, Instagram. Y'all know what it is. It'll be in the links in the bottom of this episode. So if you didn't catch them at the beginning, click on the links and follow all our different social medias. Join the Facebook group. Also pick up your Nerdflow t-shirt as well. Link will be in the description of the show, no matter what podcast platform you listen to us on. New episodes drop every single Friday. And yeah, man, we're gonna get out of here. We'll see you guys for issue 71 of Nerdflow.
Later.